Oh man, what is good, YouTube? Man, oh man, what an exciting game too.
I won't say all that.
Well, it
I will
was
not.
an exciting first half. I ain't really saying much about the second half. The second half wasn't really all that.
Second half is what I like to see.
Second half wasn't. Yeah, but we are tied up 1-1, and Toronto might be in trouble.
No,
You know,
no, no, sir.
I said might. I ain't
We
say
need
they
that
was.
game one energy, man. Ain't no Toronto in trouble. We
I said
can't
might.
we can't overreact after each game, sir.
I'm
It
not
doesn't work like
overreacting.
that.
I'm not overreacting.
All right.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying Toronto might be in trouble.
I mean, I will say this. They definitely, you know, now, Golden State did what they were supposed to. They supposed to take one on the road. And they wouldn't did that. Um Now they're going back to the Oracle, the finals, back
Mm,
home. They
mm,
first home game.
mm.
KD should be. You know what? If Kerr was smart, he would debut. He would have KD return at home game three. If KD returns at
I
home
think you will.
game three, which he should, that like I said, I don't know. Like I don't want to overreact because you still got to win a series. Even if they go up 2-1, you haven't won the series yet. But they in a great position right now. You win one on the road, you go back home. You got the next two at home. Um, I think, like I said, it should be a good one. Perfect position for them. Perfect position for the Warriors right now.
Oh yeah. But
Mm-hmm.
let's get down into it. Golden State won 109, 104. The man led by Stephen Curry and Klay Thompson, who I forgot what Klay said before game two yesterday.
Mm.
He says something, and you know how Klay gets whenever he makes a statement before a game. It usually comes true.
Right, right.
And he came out. It came out firing in the first quarter.
Mm.
First quarter, he came out swinging. He ended up with 25, 5 and 5, 10 and 17, 4 6 from the 3-point line. Now he did get hurt in the fourth quarter, but I think he's okay.
They
They
said
said it
like
was left quad tightness.
something like that. Yeah, he'll be all right.
Yeah,
He'll be all
he all right. You
right.
know,
Right.
go home, ice and stretch it. He'll be fine.
All right.
Steph had 23 points, 6 and 17 shooting, 3 of 10 for the 3-point line. He didn't have that good of a 3-point game. But man, you want to talk about an overreaction?
Mm.
People like, oh man, Steph might be sick. He really ain't feeling well. I'm like, oh, here we go.
Bro, I do not know why y'all continue to doubt this man. That man can have zero field goals made in the first three quarters
And still make an impact on the game.
and still be hot, man. Look, y'all gotta stop doubting that man. I thought y'all would learn y'all lesson, but I see ain't nobody. And you know what's crazy?
Ain't nobody listen.
Not the Warriors. This is when I was saying the Rockets had the best shot of beating the Warriors because Steph Curry was trash that series. He was missing
He
layups.
was playing terrible.
Everybody was clowning Steph. Now look at him. Now he didn't bounce back. Now it's like, oh man, y'all better stop doubting that man. Y'all better stop it.
And they about to go back to Oracle too. Yeah. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Man, Steve Kerr, decided to put Boogie back in the lineup. I think that was, to me, he's the player of the game. Just the way that he was able to bounce back from game one, only playing 8 minutes, to bounce back playing 28 minutes and having 11 rebounds. 11 points and 10 rebounds plus 6 assists.
Right.
I think people forgot that Boogie is like one of the best passing big men in the league.
You got
I
Boogie
think
on the floor. You got Draymond on the floor, another big that can pass the ball. He almost
that
had
could
a double
pass.
double.
Yeah, yeah. Draymond had 17, 10, and 9. Like, Like, what you want him to do?
All right.
And then you got Quinn Cook coming off the bench with 3 huge threes. Quinn Cook.
You know who Quinn remind me of?
Who?
I'm glad that the Raptors and they fans are gonna have to go through this. Well, at least they went through it this game. Cause I don't know. I gotta see what he looked like game 3. He looked like Fred VanVleet to me, sir. Got some random guy hitting threes, keeping his team.
I mean, wait. Quinn Cook can actually like Quinn Cook is actually good.
I'm just saying.
Same with Fred. Like Fred is actually good. If you like watch him play, like he's not bad.
Right.
Like, he's actually a good player. It's just like you don't ever hear about him because until like the playoffs, because that's when they're most needed. Mm-hmm. Before then, you ain't gonna need Quinn Cook for what? Alfonso McKinney, what you gonna need him for in the regular season? Bring him in the postseason. All they're gonna do is shoot anyway.
Right.
That's all they asked Quinn Cook to do. He came in, he did his job. Came in, knocked down 3 big threes, because without them, they would have probably lost. Well, maybe. Unless Steph would have took over.
Right.
Then they had Bogut. Like Bogut had 6 points from lobs.
Hey, who mentioned something about Bogut? I could have swore, even though he came in from unforeseen circumstances, Looney went down.
Looney went down.
But I was like, man, Kerr might have to go to Bogut. Oh, he made a semi-impact out there. A semi-impact from Bogut. He gave you 7 minutes, 3 for 3, 6 points. Not bad.
All of them was from lobs. Like all they did was lob it up to him.
But you know who had a normal game? Back to reality for these Raptors. See, last game was an outlier game. You had 30-something from Siakam. Kawhi is going to be Kawhi regardless. But then you had 20 from Gasol. I'm looking at Gasol right now. He only had 6 points. What happened?
He wasn't even getting his looks.
What happened?
He wasn't.
Danny Green, he had an outlier game. He was hot game 1. I barely even noticed him on the floor this game 2.
If he didn't, I'm about to say, if he didn't hit that 3 at the end, you wouldn't have really noticed that.
Exactly. So
you didn't notice that he was there.
Look, Raptors, they've been playing. And I don't want to take any credit from the Raptors because they're an amazing team. They're a good team. They're the 2nd seed of the East. But when I think about it, and it pains me, watching this series because I know that the Bucks are the better team. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. The Bucks are the better team. They should be in the finals right now, but they're not. And it pains me because I feel like the Bucks could be 2-0 right now, even though they showed us last series. That don't mean nothing. But still, just looking at what the Warriors are struggling with, Giannis would average 30 this series. 30. We averaged 30 in this series. But it is what it is. And like I said, that's what let me get to my next point. Look at Kawhi Leonard, man. Kawhi Leonard, you look at his points. Oh, yeah, 34 points. Man's been shooting he's been shooting kind of suspect, man.
That man shot 8 of 20.
8 of 20. If it wasn't for all them free throws, which he was flopping on half of them, but I ain't gonna say nothing. He ain't as bad as Harden. But Kawhi been flopping lately. Him and Kyle Lowry. I can't stand Kyle Lowry now.
No.
Sir, Kyle Lowry he's out of control when he drops.
No. I'm not gonna let you have the
Sir.
Kyle Lowry has actually been drawing charges.
But I ain't even talking about defense. I'm talking about on offense. Like when he plays.
Oh yeah.
So reckless. Like he's trying to draw a foul. Like dog. I can't stand it.
Oh yeah. He do be like every time it's a foul call and he got the ball in his hands, like he automatically looks at the ref.
Right.
I'm like, man, just play.
Kawhi, like I said, he's been fortunate enough to have a great supporting cast around him where if he's not having his best game, somebody else step up, this other player step up. Like I said, game 1, Siakam stepped up in a big way. Gasol stepped up in a big way. But now you have a game like this where those other guys not stepping up. You know, he gonna get his numbers.
I mean, Fred did, but nobody else did.
Look, Fred went 7. Why is Fred shooting 17 shots?
Because
17 shots. Come on now.
ain't nobody else on the team scoring. You might as well do it on your own.
Oh man, that's so frustrating. Oh my goodness, they just had to have some little hot streak. You know what's crazy? The Bucks was leading most of those games. They just didn't know how to finish, and hopefully they learn from this playoff. Learn how to close out games. Oh my goodness, Raptors should not be here. They're frauds.
Mm.
The Raptors are frauds.
What's up?
But
fraudulent?
let me see what the chat looking like. I see Boyd in here. First I'm gonna go to the first comment. He said, Sports Down South, do you think the NBA ref going to rig the playoffs for the Raptors to win?
No.
Might care for the Raptors.
Nah, everybody want to see this Golden State three-peat, and then they all just break up after. That's what we all waiting on, to be real.
I mean, look, I think next year will be even better for the league. If they split up, because you never know. KD might be petty and be like, you know what, I'm staying in Golden State.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay here.
Petty enough to stay in Golden State. But if he happens to leave, it's gonna be good for both sides, depending on where KD goes. I think the West will be a little bit more, entertaining. It won't be as one-sided, with the Warriors. Even though you still gotta respect, even without KD, you still gotta respect the Golden State Warriors. But at this rate, like I said, Shaun Livingston already committed, so he retired at the end of this season. Iggy, if he were to retire after this season, it wouldn't shock me. So Golden State could be a completely different team. The NBA could be completely different next year. So that's what we want. And like I said, I wouldn't mind seeing a three-peat. I mean, I personally don't want the Raptors to win. I feel like the Raptors win. That was the Bucks championship, in my opinion. But hopefully, if they lose, and I feel justified, I'm like, damn, that could have been us. We would have lost. So, yeah.
Let's get into these good old team stats.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah, Golden State shot 46%. Toronto shot 37%. Most of it came from that third quarter avalanche that Golden State put on that I predicted would happen. I called it at halftime.
Right.
That Golden State is going to open up the floodgates, which they did. If you let Steph get hot for one quarter after he's had a bad one, yeah, like you might as well just cancel the game. Like ain't no stopping them. Golden State shot 38% from the three. Toronto shot 29%, which is terrible. Golden State went 20 or 23 from the free throw line. Toronto went 23 or 26. Now, Golden State did get a lot of foul calls in that second quarter. I was looking at it, I'm like, oh my Lord. The one that Steph got when he jumped into Siakam, I'm like, really? That's not a foul. If anything, that should be an offensive foul because he jumped his body into his. Like, both had 15 turnovers. Now, I feel like this was the difference. Golden State had 34 assists. At one point, they went on a stretch where they had like 23 assists on 23 field goals. So that means every time that they scored, it came from an assist.
Well, Golden State has the best half-court offense in the game. The way that they move without the ball, it is beautiful and frustrating to watch at the same time.
Yeah. Toronto only had 17. Toronto got more rebounds. Out rebounded them by 7 and had 9 more offensive rebounds. Most of them came from Kawhi when he had like 4 straight.
Mm-hmm.
Golden State had 5 blocks. Toronto only had 2. And Golden State had 26 fouls and Toronto had 22. So again, people going to be like, oh man, look at the ref calls. Again, the refs are calling. A pretty even game.
Right.
Like they always do this. Usually if it is one team that's leading the fouls at halftime, after halftime, the refs kind of bump it up a little bit. They start giving the other team a lot more foul calls. That's just how it is. Like you can't really complain about it. Now, let's get to the title of this stream. Man, Drake was out there flexing.
What?
After game one, all in Draymond's face, calling him trash and all that. I'm like, oh, Drake, why would you do this? If there's one thing I've learned, you don't, especially you don't say nothing. Nah, you just sit back and be quiet. Because, people saying that he's a curse, especially after what happened to Anthony Joshua this past weekend, Congratulations to Anthony Ruiz Jr., for upsetting Anthony Joshua.
Sir, we're not about to have that conversation.
No. We're not. But I mean, like Anthony Joshua posted a pic with Drake saying, "Oh, he's about to break the curse." Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and Ruiz broke his jaw. So, I mean, but do you feel like Drake is the reason why Golden State has tied up this series? Did he light a fire under Golden State?
You know what? I'm gonna say no, man, because Golden State, man, listen, they've been here before. This is their fifth straight trip to the finals. What Drake should have did is he should have waited. You don't overreact off the first game. You don't get them up after the first game. That's the problem. Drake was so excited that he didn't realize who he was talking to.
Yeah, I'm about to say, I think he forgot who he was talking to.
Right, these are the Warriors. You put
these dudes trash talk more than anybody. Dog, right. These dudes trash talk more than anybody in the league.
They front like I said, they front run probably the most in the league. They show both the most in the league. If this get out of hand, I guarantee it would not surprise me if somebody stood right next to Drake and shot the ball right next to him and looked at him. Like I wanted that to be Draymond. The three that Iggy hit, I wanted that to be Draymond, and he stared down Drake after. They ain't gonna do it in game two. They gonna wait. Let's just say, for instance, for example, they win the next two games and they go back to Toronto. Ooh. Close it out. And if they up like that, it's gonna get out of hand. It's gonna get so out of hand that he gonna wish he never said nothing. Listen. He was able to talk, even though I think he was getting too much credit. That last series against the Bucks, he's able to get away with it. They ain't never been there before. That was new to them. All that.
To who? Toronto?
No, to us, to the Bucks last series. He was able to get away with that last series, but you can't do that now, man. You doing that to the wrong folks.
Yeah, you doing that to the wrong team.
Or the wrong players to be trying to front run and showboat in front of them. Because once they get hot, they will. They gonna get real crazy with it.
Yeah, they the type that'll After they hit a three, they the type they gonna stare all at you. That's all they gonna do. They ain't gonna do nothing else. They just gonna stare at you.
Boy said, where was the defensive anchor Gasol? I mean, look, Gasol.
He had a bad game.
Honestly, this is the truth with Gasol. They only needed Gasol for one player this entire playoffs.
That's Boogie.
And no, not even Boogie. They needed him for
Draymond?
Embiid. They needed Gasol for Embiid. That was the only.
The whole playoff run.
Yeah, the entire playoffs. He's only needed for a center that has a high usage rate, like Embiid. I think Embiid was probably the only center. And when they went up against old boy from Orlando.
Vucevic.
Yeah, Vucevic. Depending on how they use him, his offense. That's it. Unless Gasol hitting threes, that's the only offense you're gonna get out of Gasol. His defense, I mean, he can be a defensive anchor, but the way that Golden State play, they don't really get. I don't want to say they don't get too many points in the paint like that. So if they shoot mid ranges and threes, and Gasol is pretty much irrelevant because they're not going to the center for points. They're not going to the center to create their offense. They get all their stuff at the top of the key, and then they moving the ball around. So Gasol is pretty much irrelevant for this series, unless he hitting threes. Unless he Brook Lopez, he going to turn to Brook Lopez this series.
Which he did in that first game when he knocked out like a couple of threes. I was like, oh, okay,
right,
all right, Mark. And then this game happened. I'm like, oh, okay,
right.
Man, Drake, I'm gonna need you because we already know that he ain't going to Oracle. No, God no.
Of course not.
He only goes to the home games. So he ain't going to California, to sit in the front row and talk trash. He ain't gonna do that. If they go down 3-1, I don't even expect Drake to be at Game 5.
You don't think he's gonna be there?
Nope. You want to talk about a floodgate?
It don't work like that. Listen, if Drake is gonna be that guy, if you're gonna be that kind of fan, you can't be hiding when it comes to closing out a series or a potential game in which y'all can lose.
This is how Drake is. Drake is a front runner.
Not the way they showcasing Drake. No, you gotta show up. Can't be hiding. Can't be at the crib watching the game when your team is at home. Like when they went up against Philly, a game.
Yeah, it was at home.
Like, come on, Drake.
Exactly. That is the exact reason why I said that. Like, he's at home. Nick said Drake can't even write his own music. Of course he gonna show up at Oracle.
I mean, sir, I'm not. Listen, relax. I'm not here to slander Drake the
the artist.
I like Drake as the artist. I'm like, he's got on my nerves.
We just talking about Drake the fan.
Yeah.
Man, Drake. Drake.
All right.
Because I was expecting like they only showed him like once, and that was when Draymond picked up a foul. That was the only time that they showed him. After that, they didn't show him at all. I was like, oh, okay, all right, ESPN. I see what we're doing. Kind of picking and choosing when to show somebody, which they always do. Man, oh boy, oh Toronto. If I'm Kawhi, I know Kawhi doesn't talk much. If I'm Kawhi, I'm telling them, look, if you could get me one game in Golden State, I will try my best to close this series out for y'all. All you gotta say. Now I don't know if Kyle Lowry gonna magically turn into Lou Will or somebody and have a magical game in the Oracle, which it ain't hard beating Golden State in the Oracle. Hell, the Clippers did it. And they was down by like 30, and they still won. So it ain't impossible to beat Golden State in their house like it used to be. They are beatable. Like I wonder if people know that like they are actually beatable.
Right.
But now you got possibly KD coming. I was going to ask you that next. Do you think KD is going to come back in Game 3?
He should. That'd be the perfect game to do it at home. In the finals, that'd be the perfect game to do it. I don't know how many minutes you give him. I don't know if you have him come off the bench that first game, but I'd definitely explore it.
I wouldn't give him the like how they did Boogie.
No, I mean, this thing about this Warriors team was healthy. Oh my goodness, this Warriors team was healthy.
This wouldn't even be close.
I just can't. Like I said, I don't want to take nothing away from Toronto. They have a great defense. But when you got guys that can make shots, contested shots, ain't nothing you can do. Better offense beats better defense every time.
True.
Boy, who trash? He said y'all trash. Who trash? Who we talking about?
I don't know who we talking about.
Boy, tripping.
I guess he means when we was talking about Drake as a fan.
Oh yeah, I already know where he's standing on. I already know where he's standing. Ain't nobody trying to hear that boy. Anybody trying to hear that man talk? I already know where he's standing on Drake.
Oh yeah, he doesn't really like him.
No. Nick said I was hoping starting Cousins would throw off Golden State. I mean,
Nah.
it wasn't gonna throw him off.
Now
The way they play offense, I mean, it's not gonna really throw them off unless they felt the need to force it to him. But they're not gonna do that.
Now what they can do is, if I was Toronto, I'm putting Boogie in every single pick and roll situation because he's about as slow as molasses.
I guess.
That's what I would. That's how I do.
All right.
I'm putting him in every single pick and roll situation, and force him to play defense and pick up fouls. Because we all know that Boogie loves fouling anyway. Boogie will pick up 6 fouls in like 10 minutes. And if it was up to him.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just saying, Toronto, this is the game plan for game 3. Go at Boogie the whole entire game.
Yeah,
go at him.
That's going, man. They can try it.
I'm going at him. If it don't work, I'm going at Steph. I'm going at one of those 2 players. The whole game. Like, it's not even a question.
Uh-oh. Giannis in his bag.
What'd he say?
Don't worry about what he said.
Wait, is it on Twitter or Instagram? It's probably on Instagram. I'll follow him on Instagram.
On Twitter, he just said failure is not the opposite of success. It's a part of success. You know that boy about to come back a monster, boy. Yeah, he about to come back a monster. That boy Giannis gonna be so.
He better.
And I seen, matter of fact, speaking of that, I'm about to confront you real quick. I seen you and old boy laughing on Twitter talking about when he said y'all in trouble. With y'all in trouble. He said, Giannis said Kawhi and Marcus Gasol is gonna make him a better player. I'm like, oh my goodness, y'all in trouble now. Woo-hoo. Ooh, I can't wait.
They're gonna make him a better player.
Oh no! After he wins his MVP award, he can go back to the crib. Boy, that boy Giannis gonna be a monster. He gonna be 2012 Bron.
Huh?
2012 Bron. You know how LeBron lost to the Mavericks in 2011, came back, never looked back. 2012 Bron Giannis next year.
Oh, Boyd says send the link. Oh Lord.
Oh my goodness, here we go.
He gonna watch. He gonna talk about one or 2 things. I already know. It's gonna be something Drake related or something Bucks related. Oh man, and I'm gonna confront you too, sir.
What?
About you saying, oh, throw the max at Clay, Bucks. What's up with that?
I'm just saying, man. Hey, man, listen.
He's not taking the max to play in Milwaukee.
All bias aside, because if it was me, I would explore the free agency market. But I honestly believe they're gonna bring back the entire team. Honestly believe that. But if they could get somebody else, I mean, hey, explore it. You know what I'm saying? Explore it.
He's not exploring, no.
Explore it.
And you know what's crazy? He can actually get a super max from Golden State too, since he made an All NBA team.
I think he'll get it.
Man, so now that leaves who? Draymond?
So Clay gonna be. I mean, not Clay. KD more likely he gonna be gone. So I'm pretty sure when KD's gone, they ain't gonna have no choice. They ain't gonna break up the Splash Brothers. Then they going to that new arena. No way in the world they
unless he's petty
Clay and KD.
Unless he's petty.
Nah, they ain't gonna do that.
Can't wait for the Bucks to take over this NBA, man.
Hey,
that's what I'm hearing.
Oh my god!
Can't wait.
Can't wait.
I told you what my final dream is the Mavs versus the Bucks. It's going to come.
That ain't ever. That ain't. Wait, you listen to me closely. I'm gonna get closer to Mike for this. That ain't ever going to happen.
This guy.
Yeah, just like Cat winning the MVP. That ain't gonna never happen either. But you know what? We all got dreams. We all got dreams.
When
or I go as far as Cat being the top 3 whatever in the league. It ain't gonna never happen, but we all dream. We all dream. Anyway, let's stay back on. Let's get back on topic here.
That's wild.
If I was the Bucks, I would go after Clay or Cook. You pick one of them.
Quit Cook.
Yeah, man, go get that man. That man came in and put up some big shots. State. Why not?
Why would he?
Why wouldn't you want a bigger role somewhere else?
He's enjoying the Bay Area.
It's called.
What are we doing here?
Stepping up. Stepping up. Go somewhere else, G. Go somewhere else. You'll live. Jesus Christ. Like, who wants to stay Steph Curry's lackey all their damn life? No.
Shit, Draymond.
What? Draymond called himself the greatest defender ever.
Slandering a 23-year-old? Wait, nobody's slandering. Wait, I told Kid this before we went live. No. I said this during like the first part of this. Quinn Cook is not a bad player.
He not.
Quinn Cook is not a bad player.
So go somewhere and go learn. Why would you stay in the Bay Area when that whole team's about to blow up? And you're not gonna start over Steph. That's not gonna happen.
Wait, but maybe he doesn't want to be a starter though. Oh, talking about Cat. Nick, thank you. I don't know why they slander Cat for whatever reason. I'll never figure that out.
Yeah. Anyway, we ain't going back to that. I thought we was off that.
We are.
We ain't gonna go to that. But what I'm saying
Nick, the one that brought it up.
What I'm saying is the Bucks just need a better point guard. That's all they need. They don't need nothing else.
Man, when did this turn into a Bucks podcast? That's crazy.
When you got two Milwaukee niggas in a podcast.
That's wild.
Just saying, man. Just saying.
That's wild.
It's the way to go.
It's not the way to go.
What? Go after Clay?
They're not getting Klay Thompson.
Why not?
Why would
anything's possible?
I don't want it to happen. That's all. He doesn't want it to happen.
Anything's possible.
They're not getting Klay Thompson.
Okay. Well, let's go back to Toronto. Let's go back to Van Vliet. Everybody was hyping that man up. Siakam hyping that man up.
Hyping him up.
You know what? You had a few dummies. I'm going to say it, a few dummies, because that's what they were, dummies, talking about, oh, he playing like the best player on the team, on the Raptors. I'm like, so y'all comparing this man to a finals MVP. You had a few Inklings out there, a few Africans out there saying,
I need names.
I can't pull out names like that. I ain't no snitch. But little birdies out there, little African birdies out there was talking about Siakam was the best thing on that court. And I'm like, this is just one game. This is one game. This is his best moment. You ain't gonna never see him like this ever again. Hopefully you do. But against a dynasty and you put up 32 points on 14 shots, come on, man. You ain't gonna get that shit again.
Exactly. I said that coming off game one.
And then you got Kyle Lowry, who actually made points. You ain't gonna get that again. Stop playing. Why y'all keep thinking that this man is good? Stop giving him ammo. Just let him. The man sucks. He sucks.
Who?
Kyle Lowry.
Oh yeah, he's trash. Who said that he was good?
I don't know, man. I'm telling you, you got people out here who vouch for him.
Man, who thought this man was actually good?
I mean, he had one little game against the Bucks. What game was that?
Man, Kyle Lowry sucks. Threes?
One of them games, he hit like 7 threes. Something like that. He
sucks.
It was crazy.
Kyle Lowry is terrible. Like, when I say terrible, I mean, like, terrible.
He fouled out, and everybody was like, oh, my God, he fouled out. They're going to lose. I'm like, yeah, I got like...
They was going to lose anyway.
I was like, come on, man. This dude's trash.
Again, I called it at halftime that they was... that Golden State was going to open up the floodgates.
Kawhi Leonard looked good against non-champions until he go against a champion. Then what? What you got? You know what he looked like? Kobe. You want to know what that looked like? Overrated.
He looked like.
Man.
Wow.
You say he's a guy that's huh? He's a volume shooter, huh?
Just another man who got carried by his team.
Talk about it.
That's wow. That's a
I can't
bold
dispute
statement.
facts. I can't dispute facts, man. Can't argue facts.
That's a bold statement.
I can't argue facts, man.
It's facts.
Yeah, you can.
I'm like, I just don't get it. Can we stop giving these men all this credit? We should just start giving the team credit. Y'all don't give Steph all that credit. Oh man, you got Clay, you got this, you got that. No, you don't. Because can't nobody say that. Oh, Steph is the best in the NBA. Have you ever heard that? Have you ever heard somebody say Steph is the best player in the NBA? Ever?
Yes.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
Yeah. After he won them back-to-back MVPs, people was like, he's the best player in the NBA.
He was the hottest.
Obviously, obviously, I didn't think he was the best player in the NBA. He's the best point guard in the NBA. I think he'll go down as the greatest point guard of all time.
Of all time?
All time.
You said what?
Steph will go down as the greatest point guard of all time.
All right. We got a ways to go.
Wait. Kid, I remember. Hold on, time out. Kid, I remember asking you this specific what if question. I was like, what if Steph ends up with like 5 rings and 3 finals MVP?
I was trolling.
No, you wasn't.
I was trolling.
No, you wasn't. You were serious. You were serious.
Bro, I was trolling.
I was trolling.
Listen, Steph, the greatest point guard of all time is a 5-time champion. He's a 3-time MVP.
Mm-hmm.
He's a 3-time finals MVP, excuse me. He's a 3-times league MVP. I'm just saying, man.
That's the magic.
He got a ways to go.
So if Steph ends up with 5 titles and 3 finals MVPs, where are you gonna rank him
at? If Curry got 5 titles, hold on, he got 3 right now. Sir.
He's about to have 4.
He's not gonna get 3 MVPs with 5 titles. He don't have 1 yet. Even though he's been robbed of a couple of them. But he ain't got one.
He got robbed one of last year.
No.
Last year
he got robbed
his.
of the first one.
He got robbed of the first one. They could have gave it to him last year.
They could have gave it to him last year. They should have.
Oh! For what? For what?
That dude was balling last year.
Wait. You do know the wait. Y'all do know the only reason. Wait, the only reason why he doesn't get the Finals MVP is because he always has that one bad game.
KD had some bad games last year's finals.
He did.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, he got a chance to win it.
Nah.
Matter of fact, games 3 and 4 was his best game. But they didn't give it to him. It's all good. He definitely, like I said, but he not catching magic. Not with those accolades. He ain't doing.
See, if he was complaining like KD, he would have got that Finals MVP like KD. But he don't complain. You don't hear stuff complaining. So he's like, I'd rather win. Let him have it. Because everybody know who team it is. It's never argued.
Steph's. Yeah, it's Steph's team.
Just like you would say it was Wade's team, but LeBron was a better player on the team.
Nah, man. Actually, yeah, it was.
Okay.
But just Bron was like, look, I got this.
You know, I saw a picture with the 2010 Lakers and the 2006.
Man, I've seen that. I've seen that. That's not even a question. Why is that a question?
Man. I'm like, man, all that help. There's a lot of Hall of Famers in that lineup.
Whoa. Time out. What lineup? What lineup?
Derek Fisher not a Hall of Famer?
Oh my God.
He's not.
Oh my God! The only two Hall of Famers out of that whole starting five, minus Kobe. Like we were no Kobe Hall of Famer. Yeah, that's a guarantee. He's the first ballot. The only two other Hall of Famers, well, 1.5 is Paul Gasol. He's gonna make the Hall of Fame, and
sure is. He was the best thing on that 2010 team.
And maybe Ron Artest.
He was the best thing on that team.
Maybe Ron Artest would make the Hall of Fame.
Ron Artest making it.
I will only say he'll make it because he's one of the best defenders in NBA history.
Right.
Other than that, that team wasn't. Come on, man.
Go ahead, say it.
That team didn't. Okay, wait. So out of that starting five, how many Hall of Famers did they have?
You telling me you don't think Derek Fisher gonna make it?
No.
Okay.
What?
Just saying.
Wait. Okay. So in that case, then Robert Horry is gonna make the Hall of Fame.
He got 7 rings.
So he's gonna make the Hall of Fame.
They call him Big Shot Rob.
So he's wait.
Everybody make it to the Hall of Fame in the NBA.
No.
Why are you sitting here trying to argue this?
No. There is a good reason why, like some of those people make the Hall of Fame.
Bro, Yao Ming made the Hall of Fame.
Why? Wait. Why though?
You tell me.
Because
China.
Yes.
That's the only reason.
Yes, because they look at the NBA, which they should. They look at the NBA as a global game, which it is. The game of basketball is global. So anytime you make history with that, yes, you're getting into the Hall of Fame.
But what did Yao Ming do to make history? He didn't.
He made basketball popular in China.
It was already popular.
But it wasn't as popular with Yao Ming there.
I mean,
it was.
I'm trying to think. I'm just trying to think.
Ain't no other Chinese players been in the NBA that's had an impact on the game of basketball like Yao Ming.
I don't know too much about Chinese basketball. I know the best thing that ever came out of China for basketball
is Yao Ming.
Stephon Marbury.
Out of China? That's crazy. So he came to the NBA first. Then he went to China and he's the best thing out of China. Like he's back in the NBA.
He the best thing China ever seen. Yes.
He's the best. No, he's not a bigger idol in China than Yao Ming.
Shit. That dude is Michael Jordan.
Yao Ming has his own basketball academy there.
Well, what the hell did he do?
How can you top that?
He didn't do nothing. He didn't do anything.
How can you top? He made the game of basketball popular in China. Why is this even a discussion?
He was on the Rockets. He didn't do nothing.
What does that have to do with him having the impact of basketball
I'm trying
in China?
to think. You trying to say he had a big impact on China for basketball, but he didn't do nothing. That's like saying Carlos Arroyo had a big impact on Puerto Rican basketball. It's like, you didn't do nothing. What did you do?
So Yao Ming had no impact.
No, Yao Ming is considered the Michael Jordan in China.
In China, yes. Like,
oh my God.
Yes, like he is Jesus to them.
At least back then. I don't know what it is now, but back then he was.
It's still, dog, he has his own basketball academy there. The NBA helped him make a basketball academy there.
All right, so Mutombo is the Michael Jordan of Africa. All right, got it.
I guess so.
So sad.
Did they not make the game of basketball popular in their country for the NBA?
So Andrei Kirilenko is the Michael Jordan of Russia basketball. Got it. All right, got it.
So did Yao Ming not have an impact on the game of basketball for the great country of China?
But basketball was already a global sport, so really.
But it wasn't popular in China.
Was it not though?
No, not before Yao Ming got into the league.
don't know about that one.
Literally, whenever Yao
Michael
Ming got
Jordan-
into the league,
Michael-
whenever Yao Ming got into the league, basketball was so popular in the country of China.
Michael
You know
Jordan
why?
was pretty goddamn impactful.
Wait. Do you know why? Because everybody wanted to be Yao Ming. That's my point exactly. That's
but
why he's
before
in
Yao
the Hall
Ming,
of Fame.
Everybody wanted to be Michael Jordan. That's all I'm saying. Michael Jordan was way more impactful on basketball for China than Yao Ming.
In China? No, you out your mind.
Okay. All right.
In the one man impacted a whole country.
Do you know what Jordan did
In China, you know what?
for the business sense of NBA? Do you know what Michael Jordan did?
What did he do for the country of China? Since you think that he's a bigger idol in China than
Ain't Jordan's made in China?
Oh my lord!
I'm just saying.
So that automatically makes Jordan a bigger idol in China than Yao Ming.
I mean, if they making about 1 billion of them damn shoes every day, you pretty impactful. You moving some shit.
Jordan doesn't care. He don't care.
Jordan don't care about nothing. I ain't saying he still didn't have an impact on a basketball court.
So Jordan is a bigger idol in the country of China than a man who was born there.
Yes. Yes.
Oh my lord.
I'm going with that.
This might be a worse hot take than when you said that Kukoc is a Hall of Famer.
And he is, because everybody's a Hall of Famer in the NBA. Everybody goes.
Just like what you said about Steve Kerr being a Hall of Famer as a player. Like he'll go into the Hall of Fame as
he's eventually gonna go.
People will remember Steve Kerr as a coach.
And a 3-point shooter. Because that's what he was.
But more as a coach, because he's possibly built like one of the best dynasties in
NBA.
If
you really want a hot take, it's really Mark Jackson's team. But whatever, take it for what it is.
Nah, but Mark couldn't take him to the next level.
What? What?
Thank you, Nick. Nick, thank you. Wait, what? All right, so you telling me that Steve Jobs? Wait. iPhones are made in China. So is Steve Jobs bigger than Yao Ming in the country of China?
I thought we were talking about sports.
Sir, is Steve Jobs more popular than Yao Ming in the country of China?
Is Apple bigger than Jordan?
It might be.
It might be. Well, I don't know these things, but I would love to do some research and be like, Michael Jordan was a god to people. Do you understand the movement of Michael Jordan?
I understand that. But do you not understand the movement that Yao Ming had in China? I don't think you're understanding that part. I don't think you're understanding that part. Everybody wanted to be Yao Ming in China. You know why? Because everybody. You know why? You know why? Because all they wanted to do is make the NBA and say, "I made it just like Yao Ming." That's the only reason why.
Okay, so Steve Nash is from South Africa. So Steve Nash had a bigger impact than Mutombo. That's where he's from.
But he claims that he's Canadian. But go ahead.
Okay, so let's go to Canada. So you're telling me that Steve Nash had a bigger impact on basketball in Canada than Michael Jordan?
Yes.
Oh
Steve
my God.
Nash. Yes. Steve Nash is the reason why there's a lot of Canadians playing basketball.
He's the reason. Put Steve Nash ass over goddamn Vince Carter for influence of basketball in Canada.
What?
No.
Steve Nash is the reason why Canadians are playing basketball. Hey, because of Vince Carter.
He was there before them.
I don't understand
the logic.
Steve Nash.
You telling me Vince Sanity? Vince Sanity wasn't more popular than Steve Nash for basketball.
A lot of Canadian. Wait, hold on. You can ask a lot of Canadian guards who was their favorite player growing up, and I guarantee you, most of them will say Steve Nash.
And if they ask a dunk, I bet money they say Vince Carter.
Oh my gosh. That's crazy.
Anyway, y'all done?
Yeah, we done.
Yes.
Done with this fool.
Since somehow Jordan is bigger than Yao Ming in his own country. Also with
Yes.
Steve Jobs, like Steve Jobs is bigger than Yao Ming in his own country.
Do you
And
think
Jordan-
Michael Jordan's not bigger than Mutombo in Africa?
And Jordan is somehow bigger than Steve Nash in his own country. That he made basketball popular in.
I do not believe that at all.
No, again, Steve Nash is the reason why a lot of Canadians are playing basketball.
I don't believe that. So Carlos Arroyo is basically the movement for Puerto Rican basketball.
How many
What's up?
Puerto Ricans? Wait. How many Puerto Ricans are in the NBA?
Like 2?
How many Puerto Ricans are actually in the NBA?
Like 2.
Can you name them?
Is Carlos Arroyo still playing?
No.
How many Canadians? It's not that many.
There's a lot. What? There's a lot of Canadians that play
How
in the
many?
NBA.
How many Canadian basketball players do you know,
I'm about
sir?
to look. I'm about to look it up. I'm about to look this up.
Because all I can think of is Wiggins.
Hold on.
And RJ Barrett.
There is a lot of Canadian basketball players. So you got Wiggins, Thompson, Nick Stauskas, Dwight Powell, Kelly Olynyk, Jamal Murray, Trey Lyles, Corey Joseph, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, and Dylan Brooks. Those are like the
That
most
is not a
notable
lot.
Canadian.
That is not a lot.
Those are the most notable
That's like
Canadian
only like
players.
12. That's like you only said like 8 names.
Those are the most notable.
That is
Canadian
not a
players.
lot, sir.
Wait, hold on, wait. I can name a bunch of other players that's from Canada. That's like played in the NBA. Period. You have Samuel.
No.
You have
Who's in the
actually,
NBA right now? Who's Canadian? You only said 8.
Shea,
That's 8 out of like
Shea
300 players.
Gilgeous-Alexander, Wiggins, Thompson, Stauskas, Powell, Olynyk, Murray, Trey Lyles, and Corey Joseph and Dylan Brooks.
So 8 plus like 6, that makes 14 out of 300 players. That's a lot.
That's actually that's a big percentage.
No, it. Stop it.
Bigger than wait, bigger than what it used to be. Is it not?
All right, man. All right. Okay.
Is it not?
I guess 14 is a lot to 300. I guess. All right, cool, man.
Considering the country, yes.
It's right next door. Not far.
But they're Canadians.
What does that
Are they
mean?
not? Are they not considered Canadians?
They can still choose to play basketball. Just like
Yes,
everybody
but
else.
the percentage of Canadians that play basketball is pretty high right now. Considered how it was back then. Was it not? And it's only going to get higher.
Hopefully.
It
A
is.
lot is only 14. We'll see.
If you look at percentages in each country, like Canadians, think it's like top 5 in like percentages of players in the NBA.
That's because you got boyfriend Drake.
How many other countries represent the NBA that has a high percentage besides the U.S.? That they'll forever be number one. Who else do you have? Exactly.
I wish I could argue this, but I don't know people's nationality.
Exactly.
Everybody looks black.
Exactly. They're all born in the U.S. U.S. has the biggest population of NBA players.
I mean, of course, yeah, but it's like there's other countries that
Who else has a bigger population of NBA players than Canada?
I mean, because they're right next door. I can't really say that now.
What does that have to do with anything?
I could be like France or
how many players does France have?
Haiti or some random fucking. I can say anything. Africa.
How many players come from Haiti that's in the NBA?
I mean, Haiti is an African country. Let me check.
It comes from the country of Haiti. I'm not talking about the whole continent of Africa.
Ah, God damn it. Well, never mind. Then I'm out.
Exactly. There's a lot of players from the continent of Africa that's in the NBA. Because you have a lot of countries in Africa.
Yeah, I got that part, Mark. What I'm saying is that I'm just saying that Michael Jordan had a big influence on multiple countries, and I'm just saying that includes China, that includes Canada, that includes everywhere.
He's not a bigger idol in China than Yao Ming.
Okay. Your opinion?
I'm gonna end this podcast. Well, reaction.